Alright guys, in today's video we'll discuss about carbohydrates. I mean, what role do they play in our body and their sources and all information we'll talk about. And this information is taken from International Fitness Association booklet. The link is given in the description. You can download and read it completely. So carbohydrates are utilized for energy, both instant and sustained. When insufficient carbohydrates are taken in, the body must utilize proteins for energy, even to the point of catabolizing muscle tissue or energy. So carbohydrates, they provide instant energy to our body, right? Digestive enzymes in small intestines break the carbohydrates into glucose. The glucose can be immediately utilized by the body or stored as glycogen in muscles and liver. So enzymes, they break down carbohydrates into glucose, and that is stored as glycogen in muscles and liver. The muscles can store about 20 minutes of glycogen for energy. The bloodstream can hold about an hour of glucose for energy. According to studies at University of Massachusetts, carbohydrates are generally converted to fat at a rate of 75%, about 25% of carbohydrates used in conversion process. So, excess of carbohydrate is stored as fat by the liver and stored in adipose tissues or fat cells. There is no limit of fat that the body can store. So if you are taking excess of carbohydrate, guys, if you are consuming excess of carbohydrate and your body is not utilizing that completely, what will happen? That will be stored as body fat in the liver. So remember guys, when you are gaining muscles, you must be very careful with the amount of carbs that you are consuming, because excess of it will be converted into fat. Alright guys, next we have three different categories of carbohydrates. First is monosaccharides, second is disaccharides, and third is polysaccharides. Monosaccharides are simple sugars and are basic units of carbohydrate. Examples are glucose and fructose. Disaccharides are composed of two monosaccharides. Examples of disaccharides are table sugar, which is composed of fructose and glucose, also milk sugar, which is composed of glucose and galactose. So there are three types of sugars: carbohydrates, monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. So that's it for today's video guys. In the next video we'll talk about more information about carbohydrates and fats. So here it is mentioned that carbohydrates should comprise approximately 60% of daily caloric intake. Therefore, for a 3000 calorie total daily intake, 1800 of those calories should be carbs. Alright guys, carbohydrates are very important part of our balanced diets. We cannot ignore them. We can't only say that we only like to eat protein and do not want carbs. Every nutrient, whether it's macro or micro, has its own role, and it's important for overall working and development of your body guys. We can't ignore a nutrient that this is minuscule or this does not have, and every nutrient has its own function, and we must take every nutrient properly with proper care, with proper knowledge, so that our target should be achieved. Target of gaining muscle mass, shredded physique, body mass, bodybuilding, whatever the goal is, that should be achieved. And every goal requires different levels of carbs, fat, protein, macro and micronutrients, whatever they are. So be very much sure guys. So this is all for today's video. In the next video we'll talk about fats. See you guys, love you all.